So once again, good morning. Welcome to the Professional Webinar Series. The MRCC webinar series is sponsored by R&D Legal Bookkeeping Services. RD manages your business finances so you can focus on increasing your bottom line. One additional sponsor is Ryan Video. Ryan Video helps your business increase its sales through internet-based marketing for inbound lead generation. Nothing helps your credibility as much as being a published author. Today's webinar, A Book is the Best Business Card, is being presented by Allie Nathaniel of Allie Nathaniel ePublishing Services. Allie is an accomplished writer and author of the 6 Steps to ePublishing, as well as several children's books. Allie's been on the Amazon bestseller list for 16 weeks and has sold over 40,000 books. We are lucky to have Allie here with us today, so let me pass the microphone to her for what I guarantee is going to be an informative and enjoyable session. Allie, thank you for being here.
Thank you, Dave, and good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining me this morning. So we're going to talk about how publishing an ebook can help your business. So why publishing an ebook is good for your business? First of all, you can get recognition and exposure. You can brand yourself as an expert. Most business owners doesn't have a book out there, and once you write one, people will look at you differently. You will be able to share your knowledge. You will be able to help your clients. They have so many questions. You'll be able to refer them to your book and answer their questions and many more. And also, you might be able to get new clients who will find you online. So how can you tell if e-publishing is the right choice for you? Because it is not the right choice for everyone. So if you are self-motivated and a hard worker, and being a business owner, I believe you are, this will be the right choice for you. And if the online world doesn't scare you, this is the right choice for you. You will need to publish the book online, you will need to promote it online, and spend much time online. So only if you like it, it's the right choice for you. And if you don't like to waste time, publishing an ebook is a very quick process compared to publishing it with a publisher. So if you're a business owner who doesn't like to waste time, this will be the right choice for you. A little bit about the things you should know regarding e-publishing. So first of all, e-publishing is self-publishing, means you're going to do everything yourself. You're not going to have a publisher to do it for you. Second, e-book is an electronic or digital book, which means no papers, no print, and no shipping costs. And that's a big deal because when you end up publishing a book, you will need to send free copies for people to review it. So if you don't need to ship it, you can just send an email with the PDF. It's a big saving. And the platforms that we use to publish ebooks are, first of all, Amazon, and that's what I'm going to talk about today. It's the biggest bookseller in the world and my favorite platform. Also, we have iBooks, we have Barnes & Noble, we have Kobo, Smashword, and more. Some of them are more popular in Europe. Amazon, of course, is the biggest in the world. A little background about traditional publishing, about agents and publishers, because I feel this is important for you to know before you make a decision. So traditional publishing, it is almost impossible to contact a publisher directly. You will need to find a literary agent to make that connection for you. And in order to do that, you'll need to write a query letter, which is one page where you describe what your book is all about and how you're going to market your book. This could be a very long process. Just looking for the agent could take years, and then they'll need to find a publisher to invest in your book. So there are no guarantees. You might spend years and end up not publishing your book. With e-publishing, there's no need for an agent or publisher because you do all the work. and your book will be published guaranteed. There's nothing who can stop you from doing that. Marketing. With traditional publishing, the publisher takes care of the distribution to the bookstores, it's a big thing, but then that's it. They will not do any PR and they will not do any marketing. That's why they ask you how you're going to market your book. And you only get 3 months on the shelf before they send it back to the warehouse. With e-publishing, you are in charge of everything. So you are in charge on marketing, but that's the case. That's the thing in both cases. Even if you get traditional publisher, you're going to be in charge on the marketing. I highly recommend to read Self-Publishing Manual by Dan Poynter. You're going to find great information there. Time. We don't like to waste time. And with the process that can take some time, if you go through a traditional publishing, you might spend months, best case scenario, or years. And as I mentioned before, it's not even guaranteed that your book is going to be published. With e-publishing, it can take weeks to months. It depends on you. When I wrote my first book, it took me about 3 weeks just to write it, and then I was able to publish it once I figured out how to do that. So the publishing itself can take years with a publisher, traditional publisher, and when you publish an ebook, it's a matter of days. Once the book is ready, you just click the button and it is available on Amazon in less than 24 hours. Money, the big elephant in the room. The truth is that most books will sell only a few hundred copies. So when you ask a traditional publisher to publish your work, they're going to end up invest money in your project. And since no one can tell whether a book is going to be a success or not, they take a risk, and they don't like to do that. They want to ensure they're going to get their money back. It's their business, and the bottom line is to make money. Since most times they will not get their money back, they refuse to publish many, many books. With e-publishing, first of all, you do it yourself, and there's less money needed to invest in that. Going back to print copies, there's no need to print any copies when we're talking about an e-book. And also, you might have different goals besides making money. For example, brand yourself as an expert. I've published my book, The 6 Steps Plan to E-Publishing, and part of it was to brand myself and to show people how much I know. And there's a good chance to get your investment back since you don't spend as much money as if you were to print your book. Control over your work. With traditional publishers, when you get a deal with a traditional publisher, you're going to give up all the rights. So the publisher will control the work. And you have very, very little to say. If they want to make any decision regarding the book, it's their choice. You have nothing to say about it. And the publisher will choose the editor, illustrator, graphic designer, all the people that you're going to need to work with. E-publishing, you make all the big decisions, and that's what I love about it. No one can tell you what to do. You choose the people you want to work with. So why do-it-yourself is the current trend and future direction in publishing? Because people don't want to wait and let others decide whether their work is good enough and get rejected again and again. Trust me, I was there. I got probably 20 or 30 rejection letters, and I don't want to do it anymore. Now you can e-publish your book, do it yourself, and avoid that situation. So recap e-publishing. Why e-publishing is good for the business owner. First of all, you position yourself as an expert by publishing an e-book. Second, it is fast. You can publish a book in less than 2 days. first you need to write it, of course, but once it's ready, it can be out there in no time. It is relatively easy, and it is an investment in your business's future. It's not only about the book. You can grow a business around the book. So help. You will need help, because even when you self-publish and you do it yourself, you will need to ask people for help. So that help would be, first of all, find an editor, a good one, to help you create the best book. Then you're going to need a cover designer, because people do judge a book by its cover, and you want to look professional. And you might have a great idea, but you don't know how to put it on paper, so you might want to hire a ghostwriter. How to write an ebook, or how to come with book ideas for your business. As many business owners ask me that. So first of all, ask your clients what they would like to know. They have so many questions, and they ask you those questions again and again. Write them down and build the book around what they want to know. Also, you can ask yourself, your partners, or your sales team to identify the most common questions they get asked. You're not the only one who get asked questions, so ask your team what people ask them and build a book around those questions. Also, look at your website stats to see what keywords or keywords phrases are most searched for, and spy on your competition. Go on blog websites of your competitors and figure out what they are writing about. So the 6 steps plan to e-publishing is pretty simple, but still you need to do some work. First, perform keyword research. When you publish an ebook on Amazon, you need to use keywords to allow people to find you. You also need to design an attractive book cover. You need it to look professional and inviting. You need to select the right categories for your book, which means if you write about money, find a category about money and not about anything else. There are many categories out there. Optimize your book titles for online search and discovery, which means you want to use the keywords that you chose and put them inside the title. There's an option to add a little more than just the book's title, so use those keywords. And also put them inside the book description. Price your book right with the next thing. If other books in your genre sells for 99 cents and you're going to price it for $9.99, there's a good chance you're not going to sell any copies. So do some research, find out what other people are charging for their book, and decide, do you want to be the cheapest, do you want to be the most expensive, or do you want to be somewhere in the middle? Make a decision around that. The good thing is that you can always change the price. You can go back and, reduce the price whenever you want. And also choose the best royalties package. With Amazon, you can get either 35% royalties or 70%, so it depends on your book's price. So make sure you choose the best royalty package. What are keywords? First of all, they are phrases that will help buyers find your book. When somebody goes on Amazon, they type keywords. And if you have no keywords for your book, they might not be able to find it ever. And you need to use words that people are actually looking for. So a great way to come up with keywords ideas is to go on Google AdWords Keyword Planner and to do some research. Type in keywords that you think people might use and see what other ideas this tool gives you, and use that to look on Amazon if people are actually typing them in. Book cover. I want to spend some time here because I feel this is extremely important. And when you design a book cover, you want to make sure that you send the right message out. So you can see an example here of my book. And since my book is about e-publishing, how to publish ebooks on Amazon, you can see, when you look at it, you can actually see the Kindle and some books. So you get the message even before you read the title. So you want graphics that tell something about the content. If it's a business book, make sure it looks professional and it tells something about what you're talking about inside the book. You want to use the right colors. Great colors for business could be blue, could be yellow, orange. I guess you don't want to use pink for that. There are many articles out there online that talk about the right colors for a book cover. You want the letters to be clear, the letters for the title to be very clear so people can see that. You don't get too much space on Amazon. It's a very small image, so you want to make sure they see it and they don't spend time trying to read it. Because you get only 3 seconds before they move on. The subtitle you want to use to make sure your message is clear, and you want to hire a professional graphic designer. Don't do it yourself. Some people use Word to design their book cover. It doesn't work. It doesn't look professional, trust me. So how to make it happen? Because there's your goal of e-publishing, and there are so many obstacles on the way there. Some of them could be relatives, friends, that tell you that you're never going to make it. It can be the little voice in your head, the fear that tells you, I'm not good enough to write book. So make sure not to listen to them. Surround yourself with the right help, with the right people, so you will be able to actually achieve that e-publishing goal. Here you can see an example of Amazon's #1 bestsellers. And first, you can see my book, The 6 Steps Plan to E-Publishing. It was on the category bestseller list for a few weeks. And my first book was #1 bestseller for 16 weeks. It was a children's book, and I sold over 40,000 copies. And also a great example of another business book. You can see the colors, you can see the big font, and everything looks just great. So it is possible. And can you imagine handing out a book as your business card? What would people think about you? I have no doubt they will respect and appreciate you even more. So if you want to get the right kind of help and support, feel free to contact me. You can go on my website and download a free ebook to learn more about publishing options. And I also offer a complimentary 20 minutes phone call where you can get some clarity and I can help you move forward with your project. So thank you so much for joining me today, and have a great day.
Thank you, Allie. A few people have phoned in. They're listening on the phone, not on the web, and we've got some questions for you.
Sure.
So if you have a few minutes to stay with us just to answer a few of the questions, I'll just let you read them yourself. If you can read the
So how do you get people to find your book on Amazon? I was talking a little bit about keywords, and this is the best way to make sure people will be able to find you if they go online and type a keyword, let's say a book about money, and you're a money coach. That's a good way to find you. Another way is to choose the right category for your book. I hope I answered that question. Do you have to publish on all on all the Amazon and iBooks and so on? You don't have to. It's a choice. I personally don't. I publish only on Amazon because I know most sales come from Amazon. and other authors also say the same thing. So I choose Amazon, but it's up to you to decide where you want to publish your book. Is it worth e-publishing when many people still favor traditional publishing as in holding a hard copy of a book? Okay, so there are two things going on here. You can self-publish a paperback or a hardcover book without trying to find a traditional publisher to do it for you. And Amazon also have the option to do that. So I help people publish both ebooks and paperbacks with Amazon. You don't have to spend years looking for a traditional publisher. You can do it yourself. So definitely I would recommend publish both. You mentioned ghostwriters, but when would be their role? What would be the role? Do they how can you find reputable? Okay, so a little bit about ghostwriting. You will definitely need to go online or to get a recommendation for one. I can recommend a few of them. And you will need to interview them. You need to find somebody that you will work well together, and they will get what you're trying to say. So definitely just one website that you can go online is odesk.com. You can look for a ghostwriter. Of course, there are many other people who can help you, probably here in the chamber as well, to help you do that. But make sure somebody recommend them to you or interview them and trust your guts. So thank you so much.
Allie, if you hire a ghostwriter, do they get their name on the book?
No. You can hire a ghostwriter and not even mention that somebody helped you, but it's your choice. You can say that somebody helped you and then put their name on the book, but you definitely don't have to do that.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, I'd just like to remind our listeners that the professional webinar series is brought to you by MRCC. This is a benefit of membership, being able to provide a webinar that's available to all members. And if you're interested in becoming a webinar presenter, give a call to the Chamber office at 201-529-5566. This webinar will be available online for download in a couple of days. So please look back to the Chamber website. Thank you for joining us.